Something the FBI found was completely unexpected. Not only did dust and shadows stream out of the vault that was wrenched open beneath Dolly Parton's estate, but a secret powerful enough to shock the whole music industry as well. Among the most important items were handwritten letters exchanged with notable people in history and a worn black envelope whose contents were so shocking that the FBI remained mute in response. Has Dolly Parton been hiding something monumental, an unknown truth that might change everything, or is she really the icon everyone has praised? Nobody could have predicted that Dolly Parton's magnificent estate, situated on a peaceful morning in Nashville, would be the site of a breathtaking investigation. The country music icon had lived in the mansion for decades, and as the sun rose, the first light illuminated the elaborate roof. There was an air of monotony within. The most powerful woman in country music probably enjoyed a quiet morning, as her staff made breakfast and soft music resounded throughout the building. However, all of it changed in a flash. 8:32 a.m. streamlined black cars swooped into the main driveway of the mansion. Stepping out with serious looks on their faces, FBI agents wore black coats with large golden letters embroidered on them. From within, the majestic gates, which normally welcome guests, were quickly locked. In the middle of the peaceful morning, a loud knock broke the silence. In a panic, the housekeeper hurried to the door, her voice barely audible, just as the agent pushed a search warrant into her face. "We may start the inspection right away." The agent's declaration that no one leaves resounded like thunder. In the midst of the developing mayhem, the house staff stood motionless, perplexed. Why would the FBI want to go after the colossal Dolly Parton? Minutes after the raid, word got around. Photographers, reporters, and press vans from all over Nashville descended onto the location. No one could come near the gates, even if cameras were pointed at them. A storm of irrational hypotheses was set off by this. Is a money laundering scheme something the FBI is looking into? Did Dolly Parton have an unbelievable secret? Or did we completely misunderstand each other? But the truth was much more disturbing. A confidential insider dropped a bombshell while the media was in a panic. They stumbled upon something completely unexpected, something no one had dared to even dream of. There was a flood of anxiety caused by the statement. "Could you tell me what the FBI found?" Conjecture swirled. There were rumors that the estate had a cache of secret documents. Some others thought a hidden chamber had been revealed, kept secrets from everyone. Dolly Parton's remark, though, shocked the people the most. Dolly said nothing at all, which was surprising, given that everyone was expecting an immediate remark. There have been zero interviews, social media posts, or explanations. This silence only served to heighten public curiosity about why the FBI was targeting her now, given her illustrious career spanning more than half a century. Without any answers, the questions multiplied. Then, deep within the home, an astonishing discovery was made. Something strange was observed by an FBI agent after hours of searching every corner. A small fissure emerged under the plush carpeting of the living room. As they raised the rug, a trapdoor sprang up, revealing a hidden chamber beneath. This chamber has never been brought up by anyone in the home. To what extent was Dolly Parton aware of it? In a flash, the FBI had it opened and was descending inside. What they discovered there would stun everyone. Hidden behind the large rug was the trapdoor. It was lying dormant, waiting to be revealed. There was no question that anything was buried beneath this lavish mansion when the FBI officer's flashlights revealed the metal seams covered beneath the beautiful wood. The team's leader gave the signal. A team member attempted to raise the door, but it remained stuck. Not a single hinge, lock, or handle, crafted to elude detection, it seemed. A representative took a step back and surveyed the area. Something peculiar on the wall caught his eye. An ornamental little wooden box with designs typical of the American South. As he got closer and touched it, the unimaginable occurred. Someone jolted the trapdoor. There was a crisp click. Afterwards, the floor gradually separated, exposing a spiral staircase that plunged into darkness. The tension in the air became thicker. No one from the FBI team uttered a word. One by one, they lowered themselves after exchanging apprehensive looks. Time appeared to have vanished below, clean and free of cobwebs. There was no neglect of this vault. It was kept up. The group held its breath as they watched flashlights sweep the walls. Soaring filing cabinets were arranged in a neat stack, each one securely closed. There were weathered wooden trunks lined up, their lids fastened with iron clasps. Clutched in darkness, long-forgotten artworks concealed their meaning. An agent received a communication from above at that very moment as he touched his earpiece. You can still find Dolly Parton at the estate. Nobody can get an answer out of her. Shock, fright, or resistance didn't describe her at all. She said nothing at all. Was this vault known to her? If that's the case, why did she keep silent about it for half a century? Had she hidden it on purpose, though? A representative went up to a filing cabinet. The lock, albeit weathered, remained unbroken. According to the commander, open it. With a sharp snap, the lock was severed. As soon as the door swung open, their expectations were surpassed. Heaps of paperwork, all of which bore official U.S. seals. The writing was still legible, even though some of the pages had turned yellow from age. Privileged, controlled entry. For what reason would a country music icon like Dolly Parton have access to such secret documents? Did this vault have a more significant purpose, or were they just acquired by chance? An additional agent stumbled backwards after opening a wooden chest just as they were about to go deeper, clearly unsettled. There was something totally different within, not papers or valuables. Everything would change after the FBI discovered something in this vault. Upon the opening of the concealed entrance beneath Dolly Parton's residence, the air within the vault appeared to become frigid. The fact that they were about to learn something that Dolly might never have wanted known was so shocking even to the seasoned FBI agents who were used to complex investigations. Lights swished over the room, casting a warm glow on a large area that looked like an old library. A plethora of papers, cassettes, and oddities arranged on dark wooden shelves. A drawer, covered with thick dust that had likely been neglected for years, was brushed by an agent. But for what reason? What was the purpose of having such a secret location under Dolly Parton's house? More importantly, why had she ignored it the whole time? From a wooden box on a shelf, an agent removed an ancient cassette tape. Despite its wear and tear, the 1975 unpublished label retained the handwritten text. Neatly spread out on the shelves were hundreds of others with identical markings. Private recording, Elvis and Dolly Parton were scraped by another agent. Private demonstration in 1982. Unreleased duet with Johnny Cash. It was guaranteed. The world had never heard anything like Dolly Parton's recordings. But for what reason did these songs remain unfinished? Maybe there was a more sinister motive for keeping these tapes in a secret vault rather than restoring them to their original musical glory. One of the agents put a tape into a player. A subtle hum buzzed. Then the deeply moving voice of Dolly Parton came into view. In my opinion, they are unaware. However, the end will come if they discover the truth. A hush descended over the vault. What the earth was Dolly talking about? In what ways did they manifest? What would happen when the facts were revealed? An ornately carved wooden chest was propped up in one corner. Underneath the lid, an agent found a stack of transparent plastic envelopes with numerous handwritten letters. Upon seeing the senders' names, the agents came to a complete standstill. The likes of Johnny Cash, Elvis, Frank Sinatra, and notable politicians. Carefully removing the paper, an agent unfolded a letter. My darling Dolly, if word gets out, this will alter the course of history. The graceful but stern script read. Even without a signature, the handwriting was clear. It was Elvis Presley. Do you know what this letter means? And it went on from there. Something much more shocking was revealed in another letter. Hello, sender. Kennedy, John F. Dolly Parton, and the most powerful president in the United States. Why would she correspond with him? What was the message? Another agent noticed a hidden safe in the corner, while the team struggled with the letters. It had a complicated mechanical lock, but was otherwise plain and unmarked, in contrast to the elaborate ornamentation of the vault. The safe finally creaked open after several minutes of struggle, and a little object encased in red velvet was revealed. What was within was a mystery. A delicately wrapped golden statuette, strangely familiar, emerged from the packaging. However, this was not your average person. A mysterious symbol, understood only by individuals well versed in clandestine societies, was etched onto